Good morning, Facebook and YouTube family. This is your main man, Johnny Cash, and we are live. Let me get in position here, roll up some windows, and get out the Black Beauty here, and let's go for a walk. Alrighty. Hit the mechanism on the car. Okay, so on this morning in beautiful Chicago, we're taking a walk. I'm getting my cardio in. I said, well, if I'm going to get it in, why don't I get it in with my family? It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so awesome. Hey, Sunstar. Okay, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, Maria is saying hello, Sunstar. Okay, thank you. It's great to see you. Thank you for chiming in with us. Okay, so what I'd like to share with everybody this morning is the mindset that brings about greatness, right? The mindset that brings about greatness. Whatever it is that you want to be, do, and have in life takes a certain mindset, right? Rael, thanks for chiming in. And so we're going to title this mindset, The Psychology of Wealth. And the psychology of wealth is the psychology of security. That's right. I said the psychology of wealth is the psychology of security. Now let's talk about that for a moment. What do we mean when we say the psychology of wealth is the psychology of security? Right on, sister. I'm speaking truth to power this morning. And there's power for your hour when you esteem the ancestor's dream. The ancestor's dream is not too big for you. It fits. All right? So that power starts with a state of mind that we call a mindset, that they call in the halls of academe psychology, right? Wow, awesome. And wealth, in a nutshell, means to do well, to be well. And actually, the TH in ancient phonetics represents power. So when we add the TH to the word well, we imply in doing that, or we bring to bear in the environment by doing that, the power to be well. It's one thing to be well, but it's another thing to have the power to be well. Everybody wants to be well, but everybody doesn't have the power to be well. And so, in that process of being well, we must also understand the component of security in that process. What do we mean by that? What we mean is that in order to be well, in order to acquire, obtain, and sustain wealth, one must be able to protect that wealth, right? And it is the protection of wealth that sustains the wealth. Let me say it to you another way. The science of wealth is called financing or finance. The science of the security of wealth, the science of protecting one's wealth is called economics. Our problem has been that we have spent so much time studying economics. We have spent so much time studying economics, the protection of wealth, that we have not learned how to have our own wealth, meaning we have not mastered finance, which is the science of creating wealth. So as a consequence, we have been placed in positions and situations where we have protected someone else's wealth, never having any wealth of our own to protect. Now, ain't that too bad? Well, I got good news for you today. There is power for your hour to produce wealth on this day, because your brother has come into your home, into your place of employment, to give to you the good news that there is a state of mind that will produce not only wealth, but produce the ability to sustain and protect that wealth. And so we call this concept the psychology of wealth is the psychology of security. All right, now, let's go another further and deal with this thing. When we talk about security, the security component to wealth, we must understand that what this means is you always want to think safety first. Angels, let me say that another way. Let me say that the way that I meant to say it. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Let me break it down so that my children understand what I'm talking about. A fool will run into a situation where an angel will refuse to walk. That's right. You got people out here going places in their mind, going places in their life, world and affairs where angels wouldn't dare to go. That's right. An angel wouldn't do certain things that many of us are doing because we don't have the wisdom to not put ourselves, our families, our business in harm's way. And so recklessly, we venture into situations that we learn shortly thereafter, oh my God, wish to God I hadn't gone there. Well, if you had this teaching, maybe you would not have been so quick to rush in like a fool where an angel wouldn't dare walk. Right? So in all of your dealings, you want to think safety first, whether it be financially, whether it be spiritually, whether it be socially, relationship-wise. I want you to begin to think safety first. What will my actions do to compromise my safety, my security, my wellness? You got me? Okay? All right. So what we're getting to is the understanding that the psychology of wealth is the psychology of security. One of my mentors in the financial markets always taught me, John, Safety first. All money ain't good money. Don't be so quick to come up with the formula to produce wealth at the expense of your safety. All right now. Holler if you hear me. Don't be so quick to come up with a means to get what it is that you want at the expense of your security. That's my message to you this morning, people. Because you don't want to be just a flash in the pan. You want longevity with your stuff. With everything you want to be, do, and have in life, you want to be in it for the long haul, for the long term. You want longevity. You need longevity. We are an eternal people. We are an infinite people. So how is it that we have allowed ourselves to be knocked off of our throne of the eternal, of the infinite, and put into such a compromising condition of temporal life? A life that is temporary. A life that is not long term. A life that is fleeting. As Malcolm X would say, no more days like those, not after today. Because you have been given the good news of how to bring to bear in your situation, in your life, in your world and your affairs, a psychology of wealth, being right in harmony with the psychology of security. It is absolutely crucial that you get this today. It is absolutely critical that you get this message today. Put all of your ventures on hold until you can make everything that you're doing secure. Master the science of protecting yourself, protecting your affairs, protecting your dealings. If it's a contract that you're negotiating, make damn sure that your interest is secure, is protected. This concept is true. I'm going to take a walk to the river. Yeah, let's go to the river, y'all. Let's go to the river. Walk with me to the river this morning. I'm going to show you this river. It's a beautiful thing. Look at that. Look at that. That river is called the Baby Calumet in Chicago. That's called the Baby Calumet River. Look at those trees and those roots. We'll talk about the trees and the roots in another video. But today we're talking about the psychology of wealth is the psychology of security. All right. So, this concept plays out. This concept plays out in governments. That's right. Governments know what I'm telling you this morning, people. Because we don't have to look far in our search for an example to exemplify this concept. The United States of America, the richest nation on earth, is also the most powerful nation on earth. America understands that the psychology of wealth is the psychology of security. That's right. That's right. So understand that if you would experience life in its fullness, you must learn the science of wealth and the science of security. Those two go hand in hand, people. And that is where we have been missing it. Come on now. Everybody has learned, everybody has heard, read, or saw on the news or in social media about someone winning the lottery, winning hundreds of millions of dollars or tens of millions of dollars. And within 6 months or less, it was all gone. That's right. All gone. Bye-bye. Why? Oh, why? Are you getting this? Is it making sense to you now? They acquired wealth without the science of security. Somewhere in their life, they prayed. They made daily confessions or affirmations or power statements that would bring wealth into their experience. But they forgot to balance that spiritual work with developing a security consciousness along with their prosperity consciousness. You see, prosperity does not stand alone. Prosperity must be counterbalanced with security. So in your spiritual work, in your psychological motivational practices, you must make it a point to balance all work that you're doing to bring more financial abundance into your experience. You must balance that with a corresponding degree of security knowledge. Let me make sure that this sun is right or not creating a glare where you can't see my pretty face. Okay, so this is a very important message today. Let me change an angle here. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So this message is very, very important today for you to get this, for you to grasp the principles behind this, so that not only will you be better, do better, and have better, but you will be better, do better, and have better over the long haul. Right? There will be longevity in your beingness, longevity in your doingness, longevity in your havingness. You know, this is so vital. This is so vital. And what's awesome about this is that whenever you develop a mindset for a particular manifestation, the mental substance that is created as a result of your work affects all dimensions of your life. So when you learn how to secure your wealth, the same principles are parallel in the relationship department. You get to benefit from your knowledge by having better relationships. Why is that? Because all truth is parallel. Say that to yourself right now. All truth is parallel, right? What applies in the world of finance applies in the world of relationships. The only thing that you have to adjust is the language, right? The key to every science is the language. Simple, right? So once you understand the language that pertains to the science that you need to master, then the principles are the same. You just put different clothes on the principles. And that's all language is. Language is the clothing that we put upon the laws of life. Yes, language are the clothes that we put upon the laws of life. Right? And all a law is a principle in action. Right? In Haitian voodoo, they call the gods and the goddesses Loa. When you break Loa down from the patois that they are using, it translates into laws. So the Loa are the laws. Yes, the laws of the universe. The activity of cosmic principles, which are eternal and never changing. Yes, understand that today. Okay. So, as I conclude, let me just say that I have had a wonderful time sharing this time with my international family. I love you all, each and every one of you. And as I return to the Black Beauty, I just want to share with you that I'm going to ask all of you to follow my journey. Follow my journey. Because I wanted to start my day off with my international family by sharing my heart and what the ancestors had put on my heart for you. And now I'm going to return to my home office to build an international organization. Now, I'm not going to say or claim that we're going to take over the world, but I am going to say that we will absolutely change the world. for the better. This is your main man and your friend, your best friend, Johnny Cash, signing off. And I'll see you at the top. God bless and goodbye.